Hello students, today we will continue the previous class. On the previous class we have discussed chapter 1, the solid state chemistry for class 12. On the first class I have discussed the various types of the unit cells for cubic crystal systems. Already I have discussed and I have given home task for you. Three types of units are already discussed. Let a unit cell, cubic unit cell, already I have discussed, I am just repeating it. A cubic unit cell, when the constituent atoms, particles are located at the corners of the cube only. Atoms are located at the corners of the cube only. That is the simple or primitive unit cell. I have discussed on the first class. Another type of unit cell is when the atoms are at the corners as well as at the body center. At the body center of the cube, atoms are located at the corners as well as body center, in the middle, body center of the cube. That is the body centered cubic unit cell. That is BCC. Already I have discussed. Third type of unit cell that I have discussed is atoms are located at the corners of the cube as well as at the face center. How many faces? 6 faces. I have discussed 6 faces in a cube. Face center. 4 faces, 5, 6. All the corners as well as face centers are occupied by the atom. That is the face centered unit cell. FCC, face centered cubic unit cell. I have discussed on first lecture. Okay. So let us proceed. I am continuing. Today we will discuss about important thing, that the number of atoms, means particles, present in an unit cell. Any unit cell, it may be simple, means primitive, or BCC or FCC. In any unit cell, in one unit cell, how many atoms are there? That is denoted by Z. Remember this point, students. It is very important. In this chapter, Z denotes the number of atoms, number of particles in one unit cell. You have to remember this. So, how to calculate the number of atoms present in one unit cell? Denoted by Z. Listen, first case is simple, that is primitive. Simple cubic, that is primitive. Primitive. Already I have discussed, in primitive or simple cubic, atoms are at the corners of the cube. Listen carefully. In simple or primitive unit cell, already I have discussed, atoms are at the what? Corners. In a cube, how many corners? 8 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many? 8 corners. In simple or primitive unit cell, atoms are at the 8 corners of the cube. So it seems that there are 8 atoms in one unit cell. Isn't it? But it is wrong. This is wrong. Why? Unit cell is not isolated. Unit cell alone does not exist. Already I have discussed, unit cell is the part of the crystal lattice. In 3 dimension, unit cell is repeated over and over again, surrounding, to form a big 3-dimensional crystal lattice. Okay? Okay. So, in 3 dimension, listen carefully. Let an atom present at the corners, in this corner. Okay? Another cube, whenever another cube will come here, then that corner is the what? Common corner of the 2 cube. Okay? Okay? Next, another cube will be here. 3 cube, 4 cube. So, look at this. This corner atom, consider this corner atom. This is a what? An atom belongs to this particular unit cell. When another unit cell will be here in 3 dimension. This is the common atom of the 2 cube. Another one that side. Another one that side. 4 cube. Now at the top. Another cube from the top. From here also, here also, here also. That means every corner is equally shared by 8 cubes in 3 dimension. In 3D lattice, crystal lattice, each corner atom of a unit cell is equally shared by 8 cubes in 3D, 3 dimension. That means this corner atom alone does not exist for one unit cell. This is a what? This corner atom is shared by 8 cubes. That is, per unit cell, that corner atom is only 1 by 8 portion. One corner atom has only 1 by 8 contribution for one unit cell. Because one atom is shared by 8 cubes. So per unit cell has only 1 by 8 contribution. Understand? I hope student you understand. So how to do? What to do? Each corner atom, write down carefully everyone, each corner atom is equally, write down, equally shared by 8 cubes in 3 dimension. Look at this. In 3D figure, 3D space ladies, each corner atom is shared by 8 cubes. So, contribution, already I have mentioned, contribution per unit cell. For one unit cell, each corner atom has the contribution is only 1 by 8. Remember this point, only 1 by 8. There are how many corner atom? There are 8 corner, one corner atom, 1 by 8 contribution for one unit cell. Another corner atom, 1 by 8, 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 1 by 8. 8 corners. Therefore, total number of atoms per unit cell, write down carefully, per unit cell is equal to, one corner atom means 1 by 8 contribution, means each corner into how many corners? There are 8 corners. In a cube, how many corners? 8 corners. 4 corner top, 4 corner bottom. That is total 8 corners. Therefore, 1 by 8 for each corner atom contribution per unit cell into 8 corners. That means 1 atom. Very interesting. That is, in simple or primitive unit cell, only 1 atom present per unit cell. That means Z equal to 1. Mind this. Mind it carefully. For simple cubic, only 1 atom present in 1 unit cell. Write down carefully. This is very important for exam also. Okay? In examination also, you have to calculate the number of atoms in different types of unit cells. Simple, BCC, yeah, FCC. Okay? Write down. Now I am continuing. Second case is what? In body centered cubic. What is the value of the Z? Means how many atom in one unit cell. So students, already I have mentioned, already I have explained, in BCC atoms at the corners and at the body center. Remember, corner atom already I have explained. The body center in the middle of this cube, that body center atom is not shared by any other cube. That is, body center atom is not shared by any other cube. That atom is located at the body center of the cube, that is not shared by any other cube. That is, full atom contributed for one unit cell. Therefore, Z equal to what? Corner atom is same, 1 by 8 into 8 corners. Okay, I am rubbing this. Value of Z for BCC, 1 by 8 for each corner atom. How many corners? There are 8 corners, just like previous case, plus the body center in BCC, body center atom is not shared by any other cube. That is, full atom located at body center. This full atom is 100% contributed to one unit cell. That means 1 by 8 into 8 is 1 atom plus body center 1 atom. That means 2. Therefore, Z equal to 2 for body centered cubic unit cell. Okay? Write down. Now, the third case is in FCC, face centered cubic. Already, you know, in FCC, atoms are at the corners and face centers. Okay? So, value of Z equal to what? 1 by 8 into corner. 8 corners are there. Same. Plus, You know, in FCC, listen carefully, atoms are at the 8 corners and face centers. This face center, this face center, this face center, this face center, this 6 faces. Look at this carefully. Let an atom at this face center, top face center. Okay. Whenever another cube will be here from top, then this face is the common face of how many cube? 2 cube. So this face center is the common face of this cube and another cube at the top. Means every face center atom is shared by 2 cubes in 3 dimension. That is, face center atom contribution for 1 unit cell is half, because 1 atom is shared by 2 cubes. So per cube the contribution will be half. Okay. Therefore, in FCC, Z equal to 1 by 8 for corner atoms plus half contribution for each face center. But there are 6 faces. That is half for what? Face center. How many faces in the cube? 6 faces. Therefore, into 6. So total number of Z equal to 1 plus half into 6, that is 3. So Z equals to 4. Very important, note down. In FCC, Z equal to 4. Note down very carefully, because this is important for your board examination as well as for numerical problem. Whenever we will going to calculate the density of the solids for various types of the crystal lattice, then value of Z is very important. Z equal to 4 for FCC, Z equal to 2 for BCC, Z equal to 1 for simple or primitive unit cell. Mind it very carefully. Okay, students? So this is over. So student, now we have understood the value of Z, that is number of atom per unit cell in different types of crystal systems. Simple, BCC, yeah, FCC. This is over. Okay. So students, now we have to discuss another important thing. In different types of unit cell, different types of crystal systems, there are some important terms. And what are the relation between the terms? What are the terms? Important terms are what? Z, already mentioned. Z means number of atoms in one unit cell. What is A? A is the edge length, side of the unit cell. What is the value of edge length, the side? R means what? Radius of each atom is sphere. You know, atom is considered as spherical. So R is the radius of each sphere, that is each atom. D means what? Nearest neighbor distance. Previous I have mentioned D equal to what? Nearest neighbor distance. Means whenever in solid state the atoms are closely packed, whatever in simple, yeah, BCC, yeah, FCC, then two nearest neighbor means two atoms which are in contact. What is the nearest neighbor distance? Small d. Small d is what? Distance between the two nuclei of the two attached atom, touching atoms. That is D. So clearly D equal to what? Whenever two atoms, like two sphere is in contact. You know, in solid state atoms are packed. Okay, so nearest neighbor means those two atoms which are touching. So whenever two atoms are touching, then the distance between the two nuclei, this distance from this center to this is the radius of this atom, and from this point to this, the radius of the atom. That is what? Distance between the two nuclei, that is the nearest neighbor distance, always equal to what? R plus R, that is 2R. Mind it, this is very important relation for numerical problem. Nearest neighbor distance in the solid state in simple BCC, FCC, any type of the lattice may be D equals to 2R, 2 into radius of the atom. Mind it. So now what are the relation between Z, A, R, D, etc.? Let us proceed. So this is the important relation. You have to remember, I am writing here D equal to what? 2R. Nearest neighbor distance means twice of radius of the atom. Okay? Mind it. This is the relationship. Now let us proceed for different types of unit cell. Let first case is simple cubic, that is primitive. primitive. Already I have mentioned that in simple cubic, what? Atoms are located at the what? Atoms are located at the corners. 1 atom, 2 atom, 3 atom, 4 atom, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is the simple cubic. Okay? What is the relation? Look at this. We are writing in this way, but always remember that the corner atoms are touching to each other. In simple cubic, the corner atoms are touching to each other. Like this is an atom, this is an atom. So every corner atom, but we are writing in this way, okay, for representation, but actually each corner atom touching each other. Each corner atom touches each other. That is what? This is the edge length. This is the edge length. This is the radius of atom. Radius of atom. From clearly visible that in simple cubic, a primitive unit cell. That is what? In simple cubic lattice, each corner atom touches each other. Therefore, edge length A is equal to what? Two atoms are touching each other. That is what? Radius plus radius. That is A equal to 2R. And already we know in every crystal system, 2R, twice of radius is the nearest neighbor distance, that is D. So this is the very important relation for simple or primitive unit cell, that edge length of the cube is equal to twice of the radius of the atom is equal to the nearest neighbor distance. This is important relation for simple cubic. Mind it carefully, this is very, very important. Therefore what? R equals to A by 2, okay, equals to D. Okay? These are the relationship between A, R, D. And Z means in simple cubic what? In simple cubic Z equal to 1. Already we have calculated it. So these are the relation Z, value of Z for simple cubic. What is the relation between A, R, D for simple cubic? Note down very carefully, this is important. Okay? In BCC. Now second case, write down in body centered cubic. In BCC. Students, already you know in BCC atoms are at the corners of the cube as well as body center of the cube. Okay? So already in previous I have discussed, whenever the body center atom is there, due to the presence of the body center atom, now the corner atom do not touching each other. Due to the presence of the body center inside, the corner atom now not touching to each other. So how to do? How to show it? Okay? Look at this. I am writing here for BCC. Note down very carefully. A body center cubic BCC unit cell. What will happen? Due to presence of the body center atom, the corner atoms are not touching each other. But the 3 atoms lying along the body diagonal, let this corner atom, and this corner atom, 3 atoms lying along the body diagonal, these 3 atoms lying along the body diagonal touching. Similarly, this corner atom, these 3 atoms lying along the body diagonal also touching each other in BCC. Remember, in BCC, due to the presence of body center atom, what? This corner atom and this corner atom and the body center atom lying along the body diagonal of the cube, they are touching each other. Okay, so what will happen? Look at this. Let this point is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Okay, so what is here? Clearly visible. AB means what? Edge length. BC means what? This is also edge length. CD means edge length. Edge length of the cube. Okay? So this is the body diagonal. Body diagonal AD. Body diagonal AD. Body diagonal AD equal to what? This is R, and this is entire diameter means what? 2R, and this is R. So what is the body diagonal AD? R to R, that is 4R. Remember, in BCC, body diagonal of the cube is equal to 4R. Okay, we have to join this diagonal, face diagonal. So BC means edge length, CD means edge length. So in right triangle BCD, applying the Pythagoras theorem, you know, BD square equal to what? BC square A square plus CD square means A square. That is 2A square. That is face diagonal BD is equal to what? A root 2. So this is A root 2. Face diagonal BD equal to what? A root 2. Understand? Now, note down very carefully. Now, another triangle. This one, ABD. Right triangle ABD. In right triangle ABD. Again, hypotenuse is AD. Pythagoras theorem. AD square equal to what? AB square plus BD square. Okay? Okay? This implies AD means what? 4R. Body diagonal 4R square is equal to AB square means what? AB means what? Edge length. BD already face diagonal have calculated by this right triangle Pythagoras theorem. BD equal to A root 2. A root 2 square, that is 4R square, that is 16R square, equal to A square plus 2A square, that is 3A square, implies A square equal to 16 by 3 R square, that is A equal to 4 by root 3 R. So this is the relation between edge length and the radius of the sphere for BCC. A equal to 4 by root 3 R. And already we know what? 2R equal to D. A equal, this is the relation between A and R. This is the relation between R and D. So we can compare A, R, D and their relationship for BCC. Body centered cubic unit cell. Note down very carefully. Very useful for numerical problems in board examination or in competitive examination. Okay students. So last case is what? Face centered cubic. Note down. Okay, I'm rubbing it. Now third case is face centered. Students, in face centered already I have mentioned atoms are located at the corners of the cube as well as face centers. As well as face centers. Look at this. Already I have mentioned atoms are at the corners of the cube as well as what? 6 face centers. So in face center atom, let this is the face. This is the face. Then this face center atom, corner atom touching each other. This is due to presence of the face center atom, corner atom do not touching to each other, but the atom lying along the face diagonal, these three atoms, face diagonal, they are touching to each other. So A, B, C, this is the face diagonal R, 2R, R. This is edge length A, edge length A, edge length A, edge length A. Okay, same thing. Clearly visible that what? From right triangle ABC, face diagonal AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. AC means what? Face diagonal. Clearly visible. Face diagonal AC equal to what? 4R. Look at this, 4R. So 4R square. AB means edge length. BC means edge length. That is 2A square. That is A square equal to 16R square by 2. That is 8R square. That is A equal to 2 root 2R. This is the relation. This is the relation between A and R. And already you know D equal to 2R. And for FCC Z equal to 4. So these are the various terms. Z equal to 4 for FCC, D equal to nearest neighbor distance equal twice of the radius of the sphere, A equal to 2 root 2 R. These are the relation between A or D for FCC, for face center cubic unit cells. So students, these are very useful for numerical problems. Note down. So students, today we have discussed various types of unit cells and important terms: edge length, radius of atom, nearest neighbor distances, and the number of atom per unit cell Z, how to calculate their values for various types of unit cells. These are very important for you. Okay. So applying these, I am giving home task for you for today. Some home tasks for at home. You should follow your reference book or NCERT textbook. Okay, NCERT textbook. There are lot of problems. So today, whatever we have done, we have discussed. Applying these from NCERT exercise, you can do numerical problems. So I am giving one problem for you. Okay, homework for you. Calculate the number of spheres, means atoms, per unit cell in simple cubic, in BCC, body centered cubic, in face centered cubic unit cell, means value of Z. Calculate this, very important for examination. Second problem, the relation between edge length, means small a, and radius small r for simple cubic, BCC, FCC crystal system. So, two problems for you for today. These are the problems you have to do at home. Whatever I have discussed, applying the concept, you have to write these two problems I have given. Okay. On the next class, I will discuss packing efficiency. Very important, students. Packing efficiency. Packing efficiency means packing fraction for various crystal systems. We will discuss on next class. So very important, students. Remember, on next class we will discuss packing efficiency for various crystal systems, simple, BCC on FCC, packing fraction and packing efficiency. Very important. Generally in examination, packing efficiency type, calculate the packing efficiency of face centered cubic unit cell. Weightage will be 3 marks. So you have to draw the face centered cubic unit cell. The first of all, you have to correlate between A, R, D, etc. Followed by, we have to calculate the packing efficiency. What is packing efficiency? Just you have to read at home. Just what is packing efficiency means? What? Packing fraction. Packing fraction into 100%. Means percentage. Packing fraction, this is the fraction. What is packing fraction? Packing fraction means volume occupied by atoms. Atoms means spheres divided by entire volume of cube. Volume of unit cell. Cube means unit cell. Into 100%. This is the percentage. This is the packing efficiency. Means This is the cube, this is the unit cell. Atoms are located at the corners, face center, body centers maybe. So this cube unit cell has a volume, you know, volume of unit cell is 4 by 3 pi r cube, you know in mathematics, 4 by 3 pi r cube. But entire volume 4 by 3 pi r cube is not occupied by the atoms. Whatever be the packing, there will be voids, empty spaces are there. There are empty spaces. Okay, so volume occupied by the spheres, it is less than the volume of the unit cell. So this is the packing fraction, this ratio. Packing fraction into 100, out of 100 means percentage. That is called packing efficiency. In simple cubic, packing efficiency is less. In BCC, packing efficiency is greater. In FCC, more packing, highest packing efficiency. Remember, FCC, face-centered packing is the highest packing. Efficient solid structure, highest packing is there in FCC. Okay, students, we'll discuss on next class. Okay, do this carefully and revise it and do the homework whatever I have given. Okay, so see you on next class. Thank you.